Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Conversations. I'm Jeffrey.
Hi, I'm Nosdan. Welcome.
Thank you so much for joining us again. And really thank you for the likes, for the feedback, for sharing the previous episode on purpose. Thank you so much. We're really inspired by some of the comments we got, and we're going to share a few. We're going to share two actually that really struck a chord. Nosdan, I would like you to read the two comments that we're really inspired by.
Yeah, so we really got overwhelmed by a lot of comments from you guys over that purpose episode.
Absolutely.
And these two really just struck a chord.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think somebody said, listening to this conversation brings back memories of when I had to make a decision to quit my job as a teacher. I was exhausted. I wasn't happy, right? And as a result, knowledge wasn't being passed on to the kids. And I felt really bad. A colleague of mine then asked, "What's your plan if you quit this?" My reply then was, "I don't know yet." But I had this deep assurance that I had to let this go for something else to come in. And then she went further and said, "I didn't regret my decision back then because if I had stayed in that job, I would have lost a unique part of me. And now I love what I do. The exhaustion and the guilt are no longer there."
That's incredibly powerful.
That was really
Incredibly powerful.
Very
Incredibly powerful. I'd just like to say something about that.
Yeah.
There's something very beautiful about living your purpose. You wake up excited, and that was really one of the reasons why we wanted to put out that video on purpose, to really motivate people and tell them that it's possible to have the life that you desire. That extraordinary life. It's possible to wake up excited, to wake up motivated, to wake up saying, "Let's go, man.
Let's do this."
It's possible. It's possible. And we hope the episode on purpose inspired you. Now, for those who haven't actually seen the episode on purpose, please, you can go back and watch that episode. It's incredibly inspiring. Thank you so much, guys. Nosdan, what do you think, man?
Yeah, absolutely. I really recall with what the person said, and what got me was that she said, if she had stayed in that job, she would have lost a unique part.
Yeah.
A unique part. That was really striking. And I thank God that she was able to, these are some of the things we need you guys to drop in the comment section so people could go there and just learn from experiences. As we share ours, we share yours in the comment section, and people learn, and we just grow this community.
Absolutely.
And the other person said the importance of purpose and fulfillment can't be overemphasized. And he said, "Thank you for this. A lot of people honestly need to see this podcast because there is a big difference between surviving and living."
That's powerful stuff.
Very powerful.
That's powerful stuff. That's really powerful stuff.
Yeah, surviving and living. These are two words that you need to understand. What am I actually doing? Am I in this state?
Not just drifting.
Just
wake up in the morning. Oh, it's another day, man. Let's do what we have to do. Or am I waking up excited about life? Really, that was really the motivation. That's what really motivated us to come up with that episode. We want everyone watching to wake up excited about life, excited about their future, and excited about 2026 because it's possible. It's possible. So thank you so much. So for today, we're going to talk about how to be a person of value. We're going to be very practical. Remember, we're doing our best. We're both a work in progress. So the ideas we're sharing are ideas that are experiential, ideas that are a reflection of what we've been through, what we've seen other people go through, and how they came out successfully. But no, we actually talked about this before we started recording on how to become a person of value. Any thoughts before we?
I think I would just want to listen to you. You go first.
Okay. Because I think being a person of value is incredibly important, but it's tasking. I remember in our first episode on intentionality, we talked about how sometimes exhausting it can be to be intentional. Absolutely. And for example, being a person of value means you do things in a very calculated, intentional, and organized way. The way you speak, the way you show up, the way you interact with people. There's always that approach of saying, this is the kind of person I am. These are the values that I espouse. These are, I mean, this is how I should talk. Maybe I should listen more here. Maybe I should speak now.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you're in certain environments, people just come and they interrupt. Like it's very, very disorganized. You just, I don't like how that guy is. That guy. But sometimes you see how people show up. They come, they're very smartly dressed. They sit, they listen, they interact, they pause. You know, they talk when they really have something to say. So our goal here is just to tell people that if you want to become a person of value in 2026, you have to be a person that is very intentional about how you dress, is very intentional about how you speak, about how you communicate with people, about how you show up, about doing professional stuff. You know, sometimes you tell people, hey, I'd just like you to help me do this stuff or help me make this stuff. And then what you get is very shoddy stuff. Like shoddy work. You're like, and the person is like, hi, I'm done. And you're like, you're not. Like, you've not even started. So if you want people to treat you differently, in this case, differently, you have to come out strong. The funny thing, my brother, of course, the funny thing is, I honestly believe that you can change people's perception of you.
Yeah.
In a short while.
Very true.
You can change people's perception of you.
Very true.
That's just what I think. Like, you could be this crazy guy no one takes seriously, and then you could just lock in and say, you know what, I think for the last couple of months I've made a couple of mistakes on how I show up, on how I do my work. And in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, in a year, people start taking you very, very seriously.
Absolutely.
So I think there should be a lot of focus on how you show up. There should be a lot of focus on how you speak, on how you communicate, on the type of environment you're in. There should be a lot of there should be a lot of focus on how you do your work, how professional you should be. We talked about, you remember, Nosdan called me a couple of weeks ago, and Nosdan was absolutely infuriated.
Absolutely.
Because he wanted to get something from somebody, and then he paid the person. He paid the person, and he was very intentional. Okay, I'm going to use this particular stuff at this particular time. He paid the person. And then on the day to pick up the stuff, the person was like, oh, I'm sorry. This particular stuff has been rented out to a different person. But I paid you for the stuff. I mean, can you remember that conversation?
My brother, I mean, even the thought of it, the thought of it just makes me feel value is no longer as it used to be anymore. I just learned something from you, and value involves decision making as well. You have to take a decision to say, okay, you know what, I must create value for myself or whatever I'm selling. So that experience, like I shared with you, just made me realize that people really don't take value serious. So it's just a case of, you know, whatever I feel like at the moment, let's do whatever is pleasing to me. So you just do whatever, and value is really, really, really
watered down.
Absolutely. That's the right word. Really watered down. And yeah, you are right. I mean, value is something that we need to take decision and be very careful with. I know that, I must show up, even with timing, with how we show up, the time we show up. So, for example, you mentioned something, oh, this is slated for 8 p.m., this is slated for 8 a.m., and I should give this value by 8 a.m. So, how well I'm responsible enough to say, you know what, this has been scheduled for 8 a.m., my value should come at this time. If it's 9 p.m., it should come at this time. And also, to be responsible enough to know that, okay, even when I'm not able to give this value at this particular time, what are some measures I can take to also redeem my value in the eyes of people?
Absolutely.
So, for example, if I'm slated to offer value at 8 a.m. and I'm not able to make it up, I can put a call across maybe 30 minutes before, or just put a call across and we are very apologetic and say, you know what, I can't show up, but how can we make it work after 8? How can we make it work after 9? And all of that. Then if I come later than that time, it's expected for me to be apologetic and offer a reason why I came late. Obviously, we're all human beings. There are a lot of factors that we can't really grow out of, especially as human beings, that can happen. So, but it shows that when you come, you should be responsible enough to give reasons why your value haven't been, profiled and all of that. So I think at the end of the day, value is predicated on our responsibility.
I absolutely agree.
So how well am I able to be responsible for this stuff I'm giving out? This value.
I absolutely agree. When you were talking, I just remembered something that happened a couple of months ago. I had a client show up, I think 10 minutes late to one of our sessions. This was actually the first session I had with this client. So I had not met this person before. It's just like, I just saw the person's name and I saw that the person I was scheduled to have a session with this person. So I was like, this is going to be good. It was a virtual session.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'm a professional. So I showed up 2 minutes before the scheduled time, waiting for the client.
Yeah.
I waited for about 5 minutes. The woman didn't show up. I think she showed up at the 7th minute into the slated session. And I can't forget what she said. I said, hi, I'm Jeffrey. Nice to meet you. What's your name? She said, she told me her name. I was like, okay. She said, okay. So I was like, wow, you're quite late. She's like, but I'm here now. I was like, and she didn't say it like in a hilarious way. It was just like, it was very, very condescending and commanding. Yeah, I'm here now. So yeah, let's do what we have to do. So I tried to carry on with the conversation, but I couldn't. And after that, this was actually the first time I actually rejected a client.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the first time ever. We continued. I was like, okay, could you please tell me a bit about yourself? She was very, very reluctant, very recalcitrant. And I just said, I'm very sorry. I don't think I would love to continue this session with you. Immediately I said this, the lady went off on me. Yes, whatever. The way you even requested that I apologize. I didn't really request you apologize, but you were quite late. No. In short, why am I here? And then she ended it. She just like went off Teams because we were on Teams. And she just went off Teams. And I immediately just sent a message to my company and said, there was something really off about this lady, and this is what happened. And they were very apologetic. Oh, I was very sorry, Jeffrey. We always give you good clients, and this is just this wasn't planned. Or we're very sorry. I think what we can learn from that is what you actually stressed on. You have to value other people's time. You can't be a person who's regarded as a person of value if you don't recognize the value in others.
As well.
You can't show up late and not apologize.
100%.
It's what you say. It's exactly what you said. Of course, certain extenuating circumstances could happen that could make us quite late. But
absolutely,
like you said, you apologize. So you call 30 minutes before time and say, I'm going to be late. I'm just stuck in traffic. I apologize. I'm a professional. Sometimes stuff happens like this. But not doing that, then let me just... So it's even sometimes expecting the other people to apologize
for your own. Like, so you see, yeah. I mean, these are some of the things that we go through and we see. It's life. But I feel we sometimes just look at these things and we see it as normal. So like this situation you shared, yeah. Let's be empathetic towards her now and say probably she just saw it as a normal lifestyle. But we need to realize that there are things that we do, some of us do, that are not natural, are not normal rather. They're actually disrespectful, and they're actually you saying, I don't see the value in the next person. Because it spawns to a lot of life situations. If I keep you up, for example, somewhere, it's just expedient of me to be apologetic.
Absolutely.
It saves everything. It saves time. It just shows that I respect you. I respect your time. So if I keep you up somewhere, you're there waiting for me. If I couldn't make it at the right time and I can't call you because of some certain things, it's expected that I apologize. I'm sorry I kept you waiting. Oh, I'm supposed to deliver something to a client before 4 p.m. and I eventually delivered by 5 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. These are little checks that shows that you respect the value in other people.
Absolutely.
But sometimes we just do this and say, and we feel, and that's where the issue of entitlement comes in. We are entitled, and so And this thing has ruined relationships, has ruined work ethic, has ruined how people see some certain jobs.
I agree.
So is this how this thing works?
I agree.
They just water down their respect for that thing. So I feel like when we begin to now place value in ourselves, one, and two, place value in people, we'll realize that some certain things we just see as casual. It's not really
They're
casual.
not. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Before the session, we had a conversation about a particular situation that happened a couple of days.
Yeah.
It happened to me. And not to bore you guys with unnecessary details, but it was really focused on just obvious disrespect. Obvious disrespect. And I see it a lot. And that's why, in as much as I tell people, and I also remind myself to take responsibility for my actions and for my life. It's very, very strange, but sometimes I also understand why people just turn off from people a lot of time. Absolutely. I understand that. I'm not recommending it. It's not necessarily Christian.
Yeah.
But sometimes you really understand why people act that way.
Yeah.
When you hear what they go through, and how people have unfortunately normalized a certain level of crazy.
Yeah.
One of the things I hate, and one of the things I think is really weird, is public disrespect and public embarrassment. I think it's very weird when you have an issue with somebody, you find the most public, the most open place to just like
lash out
at the person, or lash out at a child, or lash out at your spouse. It's very, very weird. Now, it's very weird when people see it. A lot of times it's shocking because I'm like, don't they understand that this is it's very weird. It's very weird. You could call this person aside and have a conversation.
Sane conversation.
Sane conversation with the person and say, that thing you did, I don't really like it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't. Now, in some situations, the person might lose their cool, but it's not public. It's private. It's organized. Like, hey, sit down. How far now? What's going on? Like, hey, I just don't like the way you spoke to me, and it's organized, but just in public. And the funny thing in Nosdan is when that's done, it's not just what's done to that person, it's what that
has created,
what it reflects about you.
Absolutely.
What it reflects about you. I'm being very honest. There's some persons I really stay away from. And there's some types of conversations I avoid having with some people, maybe political conversations. Because the people, I know this person is going to definitely lose their cool. I'm like, hey, bro, chill. Like, we're just talking.
We're just
So what we're saying is, you can't do the same thing that you did in 2025 and expect 2026 to turn out differently. You need to. So we're both talking to ourselves because we're both a work in progress.
We're learning as well.
We understand that and knows that now are very intentional. We're very intentional people, and every time, sometimes weekly. And thank God for this podcast. We do this weekly evaluation. Hey man, this wasn't good. We should do better next time and stuff. So what we're saying is, you need to work on how you show up.
Yeah.
And how you show up for yourself and how you show up for people.
Absolutely.
Like showing up entitled is weird.
That's like, I feel like that's very toxic, because people you can't be entitled. People think life owes them something.
Doesn't.
People think you owe. Nobody owes you anything.
People also think God owes them something.
That's even like the extreme. You just feel like God owes. Nobody owes you anything.
God owes you nothing. God is generous and kind.
There's something I came to a conclusion at some point. Is it, you don't owe anybody anything. In the same vein, nobody owes you anything. I say that to say that because people will not say, but people owe me respect. People should owe me cordiality. People should owe me all of those things. Yeah, you are right, but when you look at it from an angle of if this doesn't happen, everything has been disrupted. Do you understand? So if you don't give me this, if you don't respect me, the whole world has crashed. You know, people have this mentality.
I agree.
If you don't give me money, everything is wrong. If you don't, so people come across life with this kind of mentality that if you don't give me money, The hell I've let loose. Can you imagine? You're supposed to give me money. You're supposed to give me money. You're supposed to respect me. When you come to life with that kind of, rigid understanding, you will lose yourself. So the idea of just feeling entitled, I'm entitled to this person is earning his money. You are not, you didn't give the person the job. You didn't give the person anything as regarding his economical situation. Yeah. And you just feel entitled that, at any time you come to the person and ask, the person must send you money.
When the person doesn't send you money, this person is very
Yes,
selfish.
It's your blood brother. Yes, I know. Yes, the person is your closest pal. I know. But the person doesn't owe you. You're not a child that, at that cradle stage is responsible for a father or a mother or whatever to take care of the person. You are grown up of equal economical value as well. And you just have the mentality that once I come to this person should give me money.
Person must show up for me.
It's toxic.
Yeah. And what that does, Nosdan, I think one of the dangerous aspects of having that type of mentality is what it does to the person. Because what the person did there is the person abdicated their responsibility
to someone.
Yes, take. And then because you've done that, you're now expecting that person to drive your life the way you would have expected to have done it if you were taking full responsibility for your own life. It's very weird.
Very weird.
It's very weird. It's 2026. And if you want to be that person of value, you have to recognize the value in you first, and then the value in others.
Absolutely.
Now, recognizing the value in you means you taking full responsibility for your life.
For your life and action.
It's so important. You have to take full responsibility for your life. It's not about the government. It's not about your parents.
It's about me.
It's about me. We're not saying that these other factors do not play a huge role.
Yeah.
We're saying the principal factor that plays the biggest role is you.
You know what entitlement does? It reduces your value.
100%.
Since we're talking about value, entitlement mentality just reduces what you can do. It's not just on your part. Secondly, on the part of others. So when I feel entitled that I must gain some level of stability from somebody, it means I can't give myself that thing in the first place. I've ruled myself out. I've defeated myself. I've defeated my self-worth, and I've defeated my value. Now, it goes further by defeating your value in the eyes of people. So it means, this person is dependent on the other person. So that person sees you as a responsibility that I must help, that I must give, and you are feeling entitled, I must get. And the person just devalues you in the mind. I say, fine, probably this person, the person may not tell you.
I really like that.
Because obviously the person has more than enough. But the person may not tell you, you come again for another 2,000, that's fine. You will come again for another 2,000, that's fine. So when there are discussions at the table, you won't be there. When there are discussions of value at the table, you won't be there, because at the end of the day, you are so entitled. So nobody wants an entitled person around.
Absolutely,
around. So when decisions are being made in the table, you can't be there because you have already been shifted out. That, this person is a leech. Or you are just entitled that you must get something. You must get something. So what it does, that it doesn't just write you don't write yourself off, but you still write yourself off in the eyes of people.
I couldn't agree more. That's really, really inspiring. Please drop your comments, share this content, and let other people be fired up just as we are. Thank you so much.
From me, Nosdan. See you on the other side of the episode.
And I'm Jeffrey, guys.